Good morning. Hello, welcome everybody. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 14th of January. Now, if you are new here, I pretty much do daily videos. I just let my guides channel through to you. I have got tons of videos on predictions as well for 2023 if you want to go check those out. I've got individual countries as well as just general predictions and financial as well. So feel free to check those out. I've even got lots of self-help videos if you want to go check out some of my playlists. So I'll get started, guys, and we'll just see what comes up. Because as we know, there's tons happening globally. Tons. Oh my gosh. And of course, not to forget, we've got the WEF. Yes, the wonderful Davos meeting is on the horizon again. All the global leaders coming together to save us from, all the silly things we've done over the years and how we're destroying our planet and apparently climate, summits and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, that's just, we won't even go there. It's just getting more and more frustrating. And let me know if you got your invites to the WEF, World Economic Forum. I'm sure none of us here on my channel got our invites. Oh, all right, let's see what we get. Yeah, I'm just getting it. The switch is going on. Now, this is interesting because I'm getting the light switches going on like in different ways. So I'm getting like World Economic Forum, we know all the global leaders, we can just put them under the one umbrella. Their switch is going on, so they're doing the old switch to the green light, go ahead. So they're all go, they're ready to get onto the next stage, which we've talked about a lot here, that there's going to be things rolling out this year that are going to even shock us, which is going to be shocked. I mean, I don't think you could even... you can't even put your mind on what the hell are they going to do next, because none of this makes sense to us, what they've already been rolling out or attempting to roll out. It's not all completed yet, but they are certainly working on it globally. So they've got the green light, go ahead, in their own mind. This is in the global leaders and all that, in their minds. They've got the green light, so they're just ready to move on to the next stage of the reset. We sort of call it part 2, like the second book of the reset, which is more crap coming out. Oh my god. And then I'm also getting over here that the light switch is going on, or we can go back over here to the sleepwalkers, the people waking up in their bubble denial suits. We call them bubble denial suits, guys, because these people who are coming out of the deep mass psychosis have been in for a few years now, especially around the jab. It's been like a form of hypnosis. They're starting to unzip their denial suits because they've been in denial. They haven't wanted to look at all these conspiracy theories, and they've labelled us. They've turned their back on all the things that they don't want to look at, because now it's starting to come true. So I'm getting this unzipping of the bubble denial suits and the light switches going on for them. So there's a lot of light switches going on globally in different areas. That's just what I'm getting. So there's a lot of lighting up of people waking up, and there's the lighting up of government, because they think this is all just going really well in their eyes. Not in our eyes, but in their eyes, they think it's going well. So we've got a lot of light switches going on. So everything's lighting up this year. And I keep saying it's the great shift and the big awakening process. So there's a lot of lights going on, which is really good, because it means that people will be able to see things. Let's see where else we go. Oh God. The guides are just saying really challenging times ahead. Because shit's getting real. See, this is what the guides are saying. Shit's getting real for these people, because they're going to have to face their reality. They have to face their reality. We know it's coming. We've seen it for 3 years. We've seen all this coming. We know it's, starting, the big tsunami starting to reach the shore now. But we're already back here, way back over there on the mountaintop. Far away, and we're watching the tsunami of BS coming towards all these people now that are starting to wake up, and that's what I'm getting. It's big. It's happening. The big tsunami is starting to hit. Well, I guess you could say it's like that saying, the shit's starting to hit the fan. Oh, there's an image, but it's the tsunami starting to hit the shore and waking people up. Oh my god, because it's gonna. And you know what it's saying? Like, you know how a tsunami floods everything and floods the villages and floods everything, towns or whatever. Well, they're going to be flooded with information. These people waking up are going to get flooded with information. They're going to get flooded with information. It's going to be shocking. It is. Can you imagine you've been lied to for 3 years by your leaders, your doctors, your mainstream media, as we know, and it's still continuing, and then you're starting to find out all this BS and truth and that they've covered everything up. I mean, how much cover-up's going on in America? Oh my God. So, and this is globally, covering up of everything, all the vaccine injuries. Oh my God, this is just getting nuts. As we know, all the Twitter stuff coming out, this is so brilliant, guys. Oh, Twitter's starting to reveal stuff about the CV virus. This is so good. Look, anything that comes out, guys, we have to take it as a win and a victory because it's starting to happen. And it's not just us that are going to find that. Well, we found the information, didn't we? Well, we kind of had this sense and this knowing that these people are waking up now too. So they're going to get flooded with information this year. It's going to happen. And it's going to be shocking. I've got to have some water. It's really warm here today, guys. It's about 9:30 in the morning on Saturday morning here. If anyone wonders when I'm shooting my video. And yesterday, guys, I was talking about Dominic Perrottet, my premier here in New South Wales, being called out for wearing the Nazi costume. Well, yes, that's still all over the media. Oh my gosh, it's the worst thing that could happen in the world. You'd swear the guy bombed a city. Like, he's getting more coverage here than, is it Zelensky? What's his name in the Ukraine? Perrottet is just all over the news. The Nazi thing is just, it's the worst thing you could ever do in the whole world is wear a Nazi costume. Like, it is so out of proportion. We've all done stupid things in our past. I don't think anyone could stand there and judge Perrottet for a stupid thing he did 20 years ago. But yes, here we are distracting everybody and trying to get rid of the one person who's liberal. Like I said yesterday, we've had pretty good freedom in New South Wales here. We were very lucky during the lockdowns. We had a little bit more flexibility than a lot of other states. But, you know, they obviously want to get rid of him and just become all Labor, all the dictators. So it's a bit sad. You can see it playing out, but anyway, I know you guys understand. It's just very frustrating to watch this and see this happening in Australia because it's that to me, it's that last little bit of freedom. Like Dominic Perrottet really fought a lot sort of for our freedom when we came out of lockdown and that. And it's like, it's that last little bit of, I mean, he's still connected with all the leaders, but it's that last bit of freedom that you think, oh no, they're trying to kick him out. Oh my God, so frustrating, guys. Anyway, enough of Australia. Let's see where else we go. Oh God, I'm just getting people will be fighting back. I keep saying it. We're going to see strikes. We're going to see people standing up. We may not see it all on mainstream media. We know that that's sort of how they do this. But there's going to be people standing up. And I feel like these are going to become little... they're going to start, this is globally, they're going to start as little protests. So it'll be a little protest over here in this small town. And then there'll be a little protest over here about, you know, the rates going up in a small town. Or there'll be a little march through the city. But what's going to happen over the year, and this won't happen straight away, but I feel like it's going to start to build. The momentum of these little fight backs, as we know, having been through most of these ourselves way back when in the beginning of this ridiculous pandemic rollout, they're going to start to build and their movements are going to start to grow and people are going to start to come together because they'll realise they're not having much impact as small groups. So they're going to have to unite. Again, it's that unity consciousness coming together. I'm getting that's what's going to happen over the year. Like I said, it's going to start at the end of January. We're going to start to see little movements popping up. But then I think come March, February, March, God, what am I thinking? March, April, there's going to be more standing up. This is going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. Because, see, people are thinking now, and especially around the jab and the virus, they think they're they've all got immunity. You've got to remember, see, sometimes we forget, guys, these people who have been jabbed to the hilt, boosted, you know, so many have had vaccine injuries that they're not talking about, that we don't even know about. Imagine how many are out there that haven't even spoken about it yet. It'll come out, don't worry. But they all feel they've got immunity now, so why do they need to continue to get jabbed? They've had it 2 and 3 times, CV virus. So their logic is starting to kick in again. That's what I keep saying about, I feel they're coming out of the mass psychosis now. I don't know how that worked. God, it was so bloody clever, wasn't it? But I do feel their logic's starting to kick in. And we know it's going to kick in around everything else because they're going to start to get flooded with information. So that's what I'm getting. These movements are going to start to form around March, April, and they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh, God. Well, aren't we going to love seeing that? That's going to be just a vision of, oh, what's it going to be? It's just going to be a great feeling, isn't it, guys? I know you guys understand sometimes the things I'm talking about, because we were just so categorized back then when we all did our protest marches, or we stood up against mandates, or, you know, vaccine injuries, whatever your experience is. When we all went to protests and things like that, we were so vilified and ostracized from society. It was so horrible. But now these people are going to go through their feelings that need to wake them up, meaning their frustrations and their annoyance with government and not being heard. See, they're going to go through the things that we did. It's like, you know, I shot that video with my sister, that video recently called Karma with Karen. My sister's really good at explaining how karma and that works. She might be a jabber and everything, and we don't judge people for that. It's fine. You know, her and I get on really well. We respect each other's different decisions. But she still has great viewpoints on other things, and she really does know how karma works. So people have to go through those experiences as well. Anyone that does that to you, usually, that's why you have to be so aware of what you're putting out there, is going to go through these things. So they're going to get those feelings of frustration and not being heard by the government and having those tight, jammed up throats. This is starting to happen. March, April, that's what I'm seeing. Let's see where else we go. I'll leave that video over here, guys, Karma with Karen. It's an interesting way to look at things. You have to just stand back and trust that people are going to one day understand what you went through as a person. It's not about payback. It's not about anything like that. And I think most of us here on this channel know it's not about that. It's about letting things go and knowing that one day people will understand what we felt and what we went through. And I think, you know, that's important, because that wasn't easy. You know, that was a really difficult time for most of us, wasn't it, guys? It still is. It's still happening in Australia. Oh my God, it's just nuts. I just can't believe this is our lives. How did we get here? I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Like, it's like an absolute clown show. We talk about it here all the time, that we're walking on this like tightrope above this ridiculous circus clown show. And we've escaped from clown world and we journeyed to Terabella. And thank God we did, guys, because I don't think we would have absolutely been able to navigate and manage our way through this absolute shit show of a circus ride. It's just been ridiculous. So much BS and garbage. The BS detectors are onto it. So I think this year, I'm seeing us with our Sherlock Holmes outfits on and our big magnifying glasses, guys. And the minute that the more of the reset gets rolled out, we're going to be onto it. The BS detectors are going to see straight away. We're going to have it all magnified, and we're going to see exactly what these global leaders and everything are up to. We can't help ourselves. It's just us, isn't it? It's just how we're wired to see things in it from a different perspective through the big magnifying glass. Like, it starts off as a tiny little speck, and then we put the magnifying glass on, and boom, we get the like true story of what they're really trying to do to the little people. So that's going to happen a lot for us this year. There's going to be a lot of new things coming out. I keep saying it about this reset. Oh God, what more can they do to us? We know, as you guys all keep saying, is it hello and everybody out there, I know you all say it, it's this one world everything. One world government, one world language, one world banking. Oh, it's just everything. One world religion. We know that's what they're doing because they're taking everything away. and they're reducing it all down to one. Not the one we want, is it? Oh God, it's nuts. The enormity of this task sometimes I find overwhelming. I don't know how these global leaders can even cope with it. Let's see where else we go today. I'm getting England. England, you're going to get a lot explained to you now. Now, yesterday we talked about the big Charles coronation, and there's a lot of festivities and festival kind of vibe happening around the preparation for all of this. There's going to be all these little fun events leading up to the big day, but I am getting that Sushi's going to start to come out, and what Sushi's going to do, he's going to try and guide you guys through the changes. And again, it could be this zigzagging that I got yesterday, but Sushi's going to start to really educate all you little people over there in the UK what's going to be happening moving forward. Now, I don't think he's going to give you the actual true story. You're going to get the, what's that term? You're going to get the softened version of what's really going on. So I feel like you're only going to get, for example, say there's a whole sentence or paragraph, you're only going to get the first 3 words, is what I'm getting. You're not going to get the entirety of what they're actually implementing. So I do feel like you'll be kept in the loop when it comes to things rolling out in England with Sushi, because remember, he's pretty clever. He's an intelligent man, but he's not going to tell you everything. He's keeping the old cards close to his chest. That's what I'm getting for Sushi and his rollout this year. He'll keep you in the loop with just enough to guide you and keep you aware of what's going on, but he's not going to tell you everything. He's still going to, he's going to do the softly approach, as I keep saying, because he doesn't want people waking up either. See, he's not stupid either. They all know if they hit hard, like Macron has in France, Paris, boom, everybody comes up. He doesn't want that. So he's going to do this very, very cleverly. That's what I get for Sushi. He's going to do the softly approach, all the while still doing it though in the background. We know that's happening. You got the easy way. You got the big distraction of Charles event now. So Sushi can actually just plant a few seeds and then keep going, plant a bit more, keep going. Because he's not going to get too many people standing up when the big coronation's coming, because of course there will be lots of more security and all this kind of stuff will be starting to build in England, London. It's going to start to build, so you know it's going to be harder for people to stand up and rise up. But that's why you'll probably get more strikes and more of this, like maybe a blockage of a street where people are just standing still. I don't think there'll be a lot of marching over there. I think it's going to be more just this people coming together and just having their voices heard through the megaphone and that kind of thing. Nothing too crazy over there. I'm not seeing that. Let's see where else we go. Oh, they're showing me. I'm in New Zealand now, right? And they're showing me, oh God. They're showing me Jabcinda on one of these, like, oh God, it's like one of those dunking water machines things. They used to have them on Ellen DeGeneres, and they'd sit the person, it was for fundraising usually, and you'd sit the person on and throw balls at this target, and if you hit the target in the middle, the person drops down off the chair into this big water pool thing. That's what I'm getting for Jabcinda. People are throwing like balls at her, trying to knock her down off her perch, they're saying. This is Jabcinda. They're trying to get her, well, I guess you could say people are not literally drowning her, but they're trying to drown her out. People don't want to listen to her anymore. We know that none of you guys watching this channel want to listen to her anymore, but this is the people waking up and the sleepwalkers. They don't want to listen to her anymore. So they're trying to like, and this could even be, you know, I don't know when your voting happens over there, but people would love to knock her off her pedestal, basically, and just have her underwater. This is the image, so she can't talk and be heard anymore. That's just what I'm getting. People want to take her down. They're sick of her. They're tired of her. And yeah, I think Jacinda's going to get a bit of a shock, actually. I really do. I don't think she's quite prepared for the anger that people have towards her. There's a lot of anger building in New Zealand, and that's why I'm getting that people trying to hit that target to drop her off her perch into the water. That's just what I'm getting. She's not well liked at all over there. I mean, really, you think about it though, and all this crap, this is globally, all the leaders, you know, what is in it for the little people? Oh, look, we couldn't even name one thing, could we? Out of the whole reset, like, where's the chapter on, oh, this is really going to help the little people? We know they're tricking everyone and saying it's going to help the little people. I mean, look at the jab. Yeah, we're going to save everybody. Oh, but then, hang on, no, we're going to take you all down so you own nothing. Like, there is nothing in all of this for the little people. It's all set up for the elites and the global dictators. We know it's all about money and power. And that's what I'm getting in New Zealand. They're now, the people waking up and now starting to see that there's nothing in any of this for the little people. How's it helping the little people? It's not. So they're seeing it now because they're getting out of their bubble denial suits in New Zealand and they're getting ready to fight back. I do get that in New Zealand. I do get that. Oh, I'm hoping they do hit the bullseye over there and get Jacinda knocked down so we don't have to listen to her anymore. Cool. Hang on a minute. God, I'm getting Wales today, Louise. I'm getting Wales are stepping up. There's a lot of regions on the sort of edges that are stepping up. See, that's what I keep saying about these small groups coming together and then they have to build to bigger groups. I am getting there's a lot of standing up in all regions, like all parts. I just am. Oh, that's a guide to just joking around saying, yes, fringe minority groups. Like Trudeau would say. They're cheeky, aren't they? That's what they're saying to me. But that's how it's going to start. That's what I keep saying. It's going to start as these small little groups standing up, but then they're going to realise they have to come together to have more of a voice. And that's, again, it's that big vibration. They can send a wave back to the government, a vibrational wave. They'll realise that as the year goes on. Hang on, let's see where else we go. God, getting Netherlands. Ooh, I get really teary when I talk about the Netherlands. There's been so much happening over there. It's really tough, but people are really coming together. I kept saying the other day, it was hurting my fingers when people were cementing themselves together. And one of you wrote back to me, and thank you for that. And you said that they were actually starting to form their own government within the society. What a brilliant idea this is. Actually, and it's funny that you say that because there's a town here, and it just reminded me of this little town in Australia that was severely burnt by the bushfires. It was so bad. They had to actually get Navy boats there and remove everybody from the town because they were all trapped. This was during the really severe bushfires a couple of years ago. And it's the town of Malakuta. And they were getting no help from the government. This was after the bushfires, and they could not, nothing was working. So they formed their own government and they created their own community, and they all rotate doing the same sort of thing on a much smaller scale. And they elected people, and they come together and they chair their meetings, and they have their own little government that helps them to move forward because they felt like they weren't getting the support from their government. So this can work. That town's really moving forward now, Malakuta. They're helping each other. So I thought that was really important about the Netherlands, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, that apparently they are forming their own little government, and they're trying to be, I guess you would say, independent of the dictators. So that is one way of kind of addressing these things, isn't it? Which is not a bad thing. Maybe that's why I got that cementing. So thank you, whoever wrote that to me. That was really good to hear that the Netherlands are staying strong together. It's not easy. It's not easy fighting government. We all know that. Why do you think all these sleepwalkers and people in their bubble denial suits are so terrified of standing up and fighting back or talking about their jab injuries, etc., etc.? It's so annoying. Let's see if we've got anything else today. God, it's showing me like people in the street. This is just an image. They're showing me people in the streets just wandering around aimlessly like the aftermath of something. You know, it's like a bomb's gone off, right? And then their hearing's affected and they're all like bedraggled and covered in dust and they can't get their clarity. It's that foggy energy again. You know, it's almost, it reminds me of, you know what it reminds me of? That 9/11 when the Twin Towers were, when that happened, like there's so much footage of people wandering around aimlessly in the dust and the debris and trying to help each other. And this is a kind of, that's a horrible image, I know. It was ghastly. But this is the kind of image I'm getting moving forward now in 2023, because the waking up process is about waiting like for that dust to settle and the fog to clear. These people are going through that. Not us, we're not going through it because we can see it from a high altitude, a high vantage point with our crystal glasses. And the dust has settled for us. We've found peace. We've found a way to bring peace in our life through our creation of Terra Bella, we call it here, our beautiful earth. And we've found ways to do that. But these people in 2023, the sleepwalkers, the people waking up, the people who are finding out the information, getting flooded with information, they're like still wandering in this chaos of the aftermath of the last 3 years. I guess you could call it the pandemic aftermath. So a lot of them are sort of wandering around, and we just need to stay removed, guys, and we need to just let that dust settle so they start to see, well, the truth, but also they start to get some clarity of all the destruction and seeing this collapsing of their lives and everything that's going on. That's the visual I'm getting. Oh, and they're giving me this great song. Oh, it's such a beautiful song. I love this song. We always have to get songs here. We get a lot of music here if you're new. Just about vibration, I'm getting the actual film clip of the band live. I love live. They were such a good band, weren't they? And it's the song I Am Overcome. Oh, God, I love that song. There's a film clip of them wandering around the rubble of the 9/11 building collapses. They've got a lot of footage of these things, rather. So that's what these people are going through. I am overcome. So these people are waking up. This is the year of the shift, and they're going to become overcome by the reality of what's happening to their life. They are. Wouldn't you? If you've been lied to for 3 years? So that's the song I'm getting for that. Let's see if there's something else to close with today. They're just saying to me that these people, I keep calling them these people, the sleepwalkers, are very troubled by their past. Oh, God. And see, this could also be part of the waking up process. If you think about it, whatever's happened in your life, sometimes you have to go back and face it. I talk about that all the time. If you've had suppressed feelings and emotions, they start to bubble up and you spew them out, and you have to kind of face them and deal with them and work through them. And that's how you sort of heal your body and heal your mind and your spirit and your soul and all these kind of things. So I am getting that. It's that past. It's like it's catching up with all these people now, which is a good thing because we need them to emerge. It's that phoenix rising. They need to rise from the ashes. Speaking of the building collapsing, it's that rising from the ashes. There's going to be a lot of people rising from their ashes this year. The phoenix rising. And that's good. That's what we want to hear, guys. Let's see if there's something to close with today. Oh, this is interesting, isn't it? I'm getting this song. Oh, we can get together. We can get together, baby, sometime. You can buckle my shoes. This year is going to be a lot about getting together. I don't know who sings that. Is it Ice House? I think it's Ice House, guys. They're an Aussie band. We can get together, baby, sometime. Anyway, that's a song I've got to look up. Pretty sure it's called We Can Get Together. So basically what this year's going to be about is everyone getting together. We always get together, guys. I hear on my channel, we get together, we discuss things, we laugh about things, we connect regularly. But these people, it's that we can get together. And see, they know this is what's going to happen. They'll start as small groups and then eventually they'll build into these bigger groups, and they know that we can get together. And they can make a difference. So they're going to discover that, just like we did way back when we started as small little groups in our local towns or whatever, and then eventually we built into this big group that all met in Canberra at Parliament House. You guys were the same. Look at Ottawa, you all got together. It's that song, We Can Get Together, baby, sometime. Hang on, let me see if there's something else to close with today. So there's going to be a lot of getting together. We'll be getting together on the mountaintop and staying out of all the nonsense. That's the place I'd be meeting, guys, if we make any plans here. Let's see, we're all floating around on our clouds up there. Let me see if there's something else to close with today. Oh, I'm just getting that Cyndi Lauper song again. We're all you guys watching my channel, we're all sitting up on this mountain over here because we know that the guides always raise us up so we can sit on mountains, stand on mountains, like the Josh Groban song. But I am getting that, they keep giving me that Cyndi Lauper song time after time. I will be waiting time after time. So we will be waiting, and this is the image I'm getting for us. It's important. We'll just be waiting. We'll be waiting for the sleepwalkers to wake up, because this is a big year, guys, and we have to not only protect ourselves, but we have to stay safe on the mountaintop with that view from afar, and staying detached and safe. It's a very important message that I'm getting for us. Hang on a minute. And then they give, oh my God, so many songs today out of the jukebox, but they're giving me the sleepwalkers, and the sleepwalkers are looking at all of us, and we're sort of wandering off up to the mountain now, and they're singing, they're in their, oh my God, Wham, white t-shirts with the glowing words on them, and they're doing the wake us up before you go, I'm not planning on going solo. So they're scared because they know that we know. So there's this, please wake us up before you go to the mountain. So I'm getting that kind of image today, that they're still very confused, and see, they're looking at us for answers. I always say it, because we're living proof. We don't even have to talk. Yes, we plant seeds, we share all our information, but we don't even have to talk because we're all still here. They were lied to by their government and media, and here we all are visually in their face, and they've been lied to, and they know it. So, you know, they're like looking at us to wake them up. Or we did wake them up over those last 3 years, spreading all our little seeds of information, being the Braveheart, biker, freedom fighter mavericks that we are. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting for us. We're off sitting on the mountain, and they want us to wake them up before we go. So maybe we could just plant a few more seeds and do a few more things in the next few months before we head off to the mountain top and relax and watch all this unfold. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Oh my gosh, so much music at the end there. Is like a big multitude of hits. Oh my God. All right, well, I'll say goodbye from Australia. I hope some of this info is helping you guys. Please hit the like buttons. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notifications so you know when my videos pop up. And please feel free to comment down below. Oh God, guys. Sometimes I just don't know how we got here and what the hell is happening to our life. Oh, hey, if anyone has any visions of what more they could bring out in the reset, leave some comments down below, because it'd be funny to just, see if any of us can nail where we're all heading next, because I just can't see how they can there's anything left for them to do, but obviously there's more to come. All right, I'll say goodbye from Australia. Take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.